Online video games here, and this video is an unboxing of the game Need for Speed The Run. Now presently you can see my setup, and I have the Thrustmaster wheel. I got it for slightly less than $44. I think it was like $43 and maybe $43.37 total, or slightly less than $44 total. And I have the Thrustmaster wheel and the pedals, which are compatible with the PS3, and I think they're on sale today, so you may be able to get them yourself for $35 total. And if you could get them for under $44 like I did, I think it's a fantastic deal, because the Logitech racing wheels are normally over $150, and these are essentially arcade controls, meaning you could bring the arcade to your room, and it's an excellent experience to stimulate. I mean, my room is practically an arcade. I'll make a video about it later, though, how I able the arcade controls, but there's really nothing innovative about me going to an arcade anymore, because I have all the arcade controls at home, though, so why ever bother going to an arcade? I mean, I have the games, I have the controls, so this is something that you can add for a relatively low price. This was $150. I say, you know what, do not get it unless you're really into these racing games, though. But if you play casually, and for $35 or around $44, if you enjoy racing and you think it has a worthwhile value to you, then I would say go for it. I think it's a much better experience to play with the arcade controls than the standard DualShock or Xbox 360 controller. Most of my Xbox 360 controllers are broken, by the way, same with a plain charge kit. So I'll need to get I have a MacBook controller actually. I'll need to open this soon. Regardless, so let's dive into the unboxing. But before I further dive into the unboxing, let me explain real quick. I went to BestBuy.com and made the deal of the day, and I guess it went down from 65 to 30. Because, hold on. Okay, there we go. Just turning my sounds off. Alright, so it went down from 65 to 30, then I further decreased as a one-day promotion to $5. So I purchased it online. A lot of these Best Buy deal of the day offers, they do not allow you to get them online. You have to buy in the store and go through the store pickup. Today, I unfortunately missed out. I should have purchased it online. But what happened was, they had Tron, and Tron was $130, the collector's edition. It went down to $10. Fantastic deal. Sold out everywhere for the PS3, and then only one location for the Xbox 360. And the Best Buy is a bit of a trip. It's probably like about a half an hour away, and I've never been to that one. So I'm like, this is great. I'm going to call them in the morning, see if they could hold it for me. I'll go there in person. But I should have put my credit card in the system to have them hold it for me, though. Earlier when I first saw it, because I checked back a couple hours later when they were open and I was ready to call them, and then it got sold out. So it may be best for you, if you're looking to get a rare product, though, that is getting sold out rapidly, to just purchase it with your credit card and then use your credit card to buy it in the store. That way you already have it reserved, rather than just waiting until they're open and then giving them a call, because even if they reserve it that way, I think somebody can still buy it, so then you will lose your copy. Regardless, so it's just enough talking about this. Actually, one more thing too, about or one more idea about Black Friday. I got the game from Toys R Us, which was the James Bond 007, the remake for the Wii. You guys know what I'm talking about. The disc is broken, though, and I still need to. Well, I haven't returned it, though, but that was like, I think, from 2 years ago. And the game Need for Speed, it wasn't Carbon, it was Hot Pursuit. There we go. And it was $35 each, so it cost like, I think, 70 plus tax, so almost $76. And the point I wanted to convey was that game is probably very similar to this game. This game, you race across I think you race from New York to California to have to pay all these people and pay your debts. So if you have that game, don't expect anything drastically different. It's pretty much the same game, just with new maps, probably new cars, but there's already a billion cars in the other game. What else was there? I wanted to get Carbon, but I think the price point I'm waiting until it drops. But for $5, I think this is a worthwhile purchase to me. And this the steering wheel, it can screw onto a table, so that works really well. As you see, I have it screwed on, and I put the pedals beneath the table, and the pedals, they are durable. There's a bunch of different pedals you can get, but I prefer the Sportsmaster, and it comes with the wheel and the pedals, so you get everything you need in one package, which is nice, and this connects to the PS3 via USB. Alright, so I think I rant on enough about that. Let's dive into the package real quick and begin the unboxing process. Alright, so here's the package real quick. I got it at bestbuy.com, as I informed you guys earlier. Alrighty, let's open it real quick. You don't need a scissor, you can just use your hand. That's how hardcore gamers do it. So right here I have the receipt. By the way, if you're a Gamer Club member, you could sign up. It's $125. No, it's free to sign up. And for every $125 you spend on video games, you get a $5 certificate, which could expire very soon. Alright, so I got a receipt, and here's the game new. I have the limited edition. So here's what it looks like. And this is just a beautiful image. It's too bad on YouTube if you're not a partner you can't customize your own thumbnail. But if this was in the middle of the video, I think this would make a great thumbnail, which shows the wheel, the pedals, and the game. And this is the limited edition, by the way. I'm not sure what the difference is. Maybe more DLC. And here's the back of it. It definitely has online multiplayer. So without further delay, let's unbox this magnificent game. And I'm going to use my fingernails to open the plastic. Now this is the part where you may want to use a scissor or knife, but again, by using a sharp tool you risk damage in the case, so your fingernails might be ideal. All I need to do is just keep my grip, get a firm grip on one of the loose ends of the plastic here. Well, nothing's really loose, but I got to essentially make a dent in the plastic and then take advantage of the situation and just remove all the plastic. And obviously the ends are the most vulnerable parts. This is a very arcade style cover. And this is a very innovative color, an innovative cover and arcade style cover. You may be asking yourself why. Well, as you see one car about to flip over the other car, and they're essentially both probably rapidly moving. This one's probably going to roll over, and this one's probably zooming forward. So they try to stimulate the arcade experience, where it's just a fun racing game, a game to goof around in, a silly racing game to just distract yourself from your, I guess you could say, the real world boring driving, which doesn't have any innovations. Real world driving is going super slow with a billion traffic lights, a billion stop signs, and being stuck in traffic. But with this, though, you go as fast as you want, and you could do all these flips and everything, and apparently there's no penalty. If you die in this game, you just restart. Actually, no, there is a penalty for dying in this game. You do, it's not a severe penalty, but you lose time in the race when you restart. And in this game you're rewarded for going to 1 billion miles per hour. So the consequences for dying in this game are really not that severe unless you're playing online or you're playing the computer on the hardest difficulty. I recommend getting a sharp tool for this. I'm actually going to get my scissors. My fingernails are not long enough to open the case. Okay, there we go. I just opened the case too hard. I think I scratched the plastic. The plastic is clear though, so it's not too big of a deal. I mean, I'm probably never going to use the case. I want to open the cases in storage, and I keep all my games in a video game booklet. If you watch my previous videos, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, they're essentially just in a CD booklet. I think you could store 364 games. It's almost similar to every day of the year. Right, there we go. Now we're finally unboxing. Yes, we finally removed the plastic. It took 1 millisecond with the scissor, but with my fingernails not sharp enough or not long enough. And that it was essentially taking forever another way, so I had to succumb to defeat and utilize this tool, which is obviously more efficient. It's like digging with your hands versus digging with a shovel. The plastic is sealed on so tightly I had to jam it hard, and I think it made a, if you can see over here, I think it made a bit of a scratch. It's hard to tell with the lighting. I think right over here. Actually, that may not even be a scratch. It's almost impossible to see. I would need to turn on a billion lights in here. Probably need a magnifying glass. Probably need an electric microscope. Alright, without further ado, let's unbox this game. It's a good thing I didn't unbox it on camera, because here's my online pass. I doubt anybody will watch this video anyway. On the back of this is my online pass, so it's a good thing that it was kept off camera. And here's a manual on the disc. Fortunately, plastic doesn't seem to be missing beneath the disc like it is for many other games. And we have a vendor trash manual, black and white. We have billing warnings, the usual. And that's about it. That's what you get with the game. But for me, this is more than just a $5 game. I can play on my 46-inch 1080p TV, and on top of that, I have the racing wheel and the pedals. So for $5, it becomes a much better experience than what a standard PlayStation 3 user may have, who may not have an HDTV or may not have the innovative controls. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys later. I'm signing out. Have a good day.